Which room is this?
Glazing room and also the kiln. The kilns are in another room.
What's a kiln?
Kiln is where you will fire the clay so it can be hard and it'll last long. Okay, that's the final step in making ceramics. So these are clay bodies that are being ready to be fired and put in the kiln.
Cool.
Okay. First, the clay is air dry. Then once it's air dry, we put it here on the shelf. And then it's fired once. And then it's called bisque. Okay.
What's that mean?
Bisque is, I can show you. Bisque is part of the process that when the clay is fired, all the properties of the clay are set, and you hear a ting. I don't know if you can hear that, but it absorbs water. So anything that I put on it, like if I put a glaze, it's ready to be glazed. If I put a glaze on it, it'll soak up that color. And then I will fire it again to set the glaze on the piece that I want to be fired.
So all of these are, in which state are they?
Bisque.
Bisque. So this is the bisque state.
Yeah, they're fired once. When they're fired twice, that's when these pieces right here have glazes on it, and they've been fired. So you can drink out of them. Cups. This cup has a glaze on it. It's been fired, so everything is set and it's ready to use. You could drink out of it, do whatever.
How, like the colors that are going on, is that something that happens in the kiln while it's, being fired, or do you, like, I guess, how much control do you have over the color? Because, like, are these colors that we're seeing here, are they intentional? Like, did the person actually wanted to have that grainy color, and did they wanted to have those, stripes or circular patterns or give a feel of texture? Is that all something that you can control?
To an extent. Okay. Now, this person, what they did was dip part of the piece in the glaze, so that's why you have the line. So this is the glazed part, and then this part is not glazed. But since it's been fired, you can see how it traps the smoke, and the little spots are the properties of the clay, because there's iron in the clay, so that's the iron coming out. You don't always have control over the color, how the color is going to come out, because it all depends on where the clay is placed in the kiln. There are certain parts in the kiln where it's hotter than other parts, so you don't really know. You don't really know exactly how the color is going to come out all the time. And also what affects the color is how quickly or how slowly you have the glaze on the clay piece. Like, I can dip really quickly, or I can dip real slow. Okay, and then that also affects the color, whether it be lighter or darker. I can show you actually. These are the glazes. They're different colors. Like this one is a temple orange, and this is how it comes out. If it's dipped once, it's the lighter color. Dip twice, it starts to get darker and darker, and that's like a third time. So we have like brown, orange, a bluish, like an aqua teal color, reds, all kinds of colors. Do you want to see inside? I can tell. Yes, oh, this is mine. See, now this has been glazed and it's ready to be put in the kiln. I can take it out.
Nice. Oh, what color are you thinking of making?
Really, I don't remember.
Okay.
There are so many pieces that I glazed, so I really don't remember exactly. But I think it's going to be a orange, orangey kind of color.
Maybe a rust or something.
I'll show you the kiln room in just a second. Okay. Now this is one of my pieces that have been fired once. So now it's ready to be glazed. No, it's just a sculptural piece.
Yeah, I like that. So what color?
I'm thinking black.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
a
yeah.
shiny black.
It's nice. I like that. Interesting things here. And all these are just pots and stuff that people haven't fired or have been fired once.
They've been fired once.
So after it's fired once, what happens again?
They have to be fired again. So you have the option to put glaze on if you want.
So what happens if within this state, if it's not fired again? Can you drink out of it and stuff? Or will the clay eventually dissolve away after time?
No, it won't dissolve. It won't dissolve.
But it's just not hygienic.
Yeah. That glaze on.
Oh, how'd they get that color?
Because of where it is in the kiln.
Oh.
And see the little dots and so on is the properties of the clay, like the iron in the clay. Okay. This is an electrical kiln. And this kiln is like an old-fashioned kiln where you will put like wood, straight wood. All these are electrical kilns, and there's a difference with electrical kilns and the regular conventional kilns. With the electrical kilns, you can time it, you can set the timer, and just leave it alone. Okay, and the way it heats up is different too.
How hot do they get? Let's see, standing by these are very hot.
Yeah.
And how many pieces can you put in the kiln?
Depending on the size of the pieces. But you can put like 20 pieces, 30 pieces, depending on the size.
And you're not supposed to, like say you start a project, put in the kiln, and you want to take it out, you can't do that? Can you?
No, I wouldn't recommend that.
So you gotta be precise.
Yeah. It's kind of hot. Making the glazes.
Can you explain this a little bit? Buttermilk glaze. So you showed us buckets earlier. Those buckets are those buckets are like
those buckets already have the glazes.
Already
They're
mixed.
already mixed.
So
and the
these are
colors.
these like exotic colors or special colors you can make?
Yes. What you see on the wall, these are recipes for making certain colors. Like to make red. Like these are the ingredients. And these are the like ounces that you would put. They're up here. You have red iron oxide, copper, to make pretty much any color.
Wow. So you want to give us a little idea of how this works in here?
Okay. Pretty much these are the recipes for making clay. The different kinds of clay. Well, different colors really. This is more like a gray, white type of clay. And also this would be a brown color kind of clay. Only the difference between the two is that you add the red iron oxide to give it that brownish color. This is how to make porcelain and red earthenware, which is basically more red color to it. These are the mixers.
How long does it take to make clay?
About an hour. But these are the pounds of each material, and these are the materials. So what we do is weigh it here on the scale, and then just dump the materials in the mixer, and then it mixes up. And then once all the ingredients is mixed, what is the bad one? Use that. Once all the materials are mixed in the mixer, we scoop the clay out and put it over here. And right here is where all the air is sucked out of the clay, and we bag it up. It's like it comes in like slabs, and we just bag it up. And so everything is already processed and packaged and ready to go.
Cool.